Florida State made a huge addition to their team on Friday. It wasn't via the transfer portal, and it wasn't with a commitment from a 2023 recruit. Florida State announced that one of their top recruits from 2021 would finally be joining the program. Yep, you heard that right. From 2021. Destyn Hill, who is considered to be one of the top wide receiver recruits of his class, is finally going to be a Seminole after 2 years. Before we get to today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are that you love college football, and odds are you aren't subscribed to my channel. So make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. I'm posting college football content all off season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. So in case you're not a Florida State fan or you haven't been following this story closely, you might be a little confused as to what's even going on. Destyn Hill was considered to be Mike Norvell's biggest recruit when he landed him in 2021. He was a consensus 4-star wide receiver and was rated as the 19th overall wide receiver of his class. He was also ranked as the number 5 overall player from the state of Louisiana. During his senior season, Hill had 33 receptions for over 800 yards with 15 touchdowns. As a junior, he caught 54 passes for over 1,000 yards with 14 touchdowns, helping his high school win the 2019 4A state championship. Florida State got him to commit over teams like Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Miami, and even his hometown LSU Tigers. He was expected to be a huge deal at Florida State. Only issue, he has yet to play a game for the Noles. After signing with the Seminoles in the class of 2021, Hill didn't enroll alongside his classmates that summer. He then went silent for the next 2 years as he worked through what an FSU spokesperson at the time described as a personal matter. Destyn Hill's enrollment is delayed due to a personal matter. With respect to his family's privacy, we're looking forward to him joining our program in the future. We pretty much heard nothing about him for 2 years, and most Florida State fans pretty much expected him to never play for the team. And when I say we didn't hear from him, I truly mean it. He went quiet on his social medias, and nobody really knew where he was or what exactly he was up to. However, last month, there was a report that came out saying that Hill had enrolled at Florida State, showing potential progress towards a return. Fast forward a month later, and he's officially joined the team. Here's what head coach Mike Norvell had to say about the move. I am so very excited to have Destyn Hill here and officially in our program. He has showcased a tremendous amount of maturity and persistence as he dealt with a private family matter that delayed his enrollment. We are grateful for his desire to be a Seminole and excited for what he's going to bring to the Nole family on and off the field. Destyn was one of the best receivers in the country at Edna Carr High School while earning high honors academically. He's a dynamic playmaker with game-changing speed, which will give him the opportunity to have an impact at receiver and also in the return game. To put into perspective just how shocking this move is, I went over to Reddit to see posts from Florida State fans discussing this move when the rumors started to heat up over the last few weeks. Well, I'll believe it when I see him in uniform. Until then, I'll treat it like an Elvis sighting. Until I physically see him on the field in a jersey with 2 forms of government ID, I won't believe it. For Florida State fans, this is like a news report stating Bigfoot was seen having a coffee at the local Starbucks. I'm not believing it until there's a photo of him on the practice field while holding up a copy of today's newspaper. He was waiting until he got good again because he wanted to play for Florida State, but didn't want to waste his eligibility on sucky teams. True genius. And the final one sums it up perfectly, is it's still April 1st. So yeah, this has been a move that has been a long time coming for the Seminoles. Whatever the issue was with Destyn Hill, I'm glad that Mike Norvell gave him this chance and that he could finally be suiting up for Florida State. It sure is going to be interesting though to see what kind of production he's able to provide in 2023. You know, considering we haven't seen him play football in numerous years. I mean, the last time we saw him was during his senior year of high school. There's a good chance he doesn't contribute much this year or really contribute at all, but the talent is certainly there and he could likely make an impact at some point in the future for Florida State. So, what are your thoughts on Destyn Hill finally landing with Florida State? If there are any Seminoles fans that are watching this video, please let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling today or if you ever thought this day would actually come. Before you leave, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. I'm posting college football videos all off season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.
It's happening, everybody. It's happening. He is officially a Florida State Seminole. The university went ahead and posted this story to their website, so it's a really, really real thing happening, Jeff. In terms of the amount of times you've been covering Florida State for, I don't want to say the number out loud, but I'm going to say the number out loud, for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Where does this rank in terms of just the one of the biggest roller coasters, I guess, in all of Florida State athletics history?
This has been absurd. Like there was at times Aslan thoughts that this wasn't even a real person. Like, are we sure this guy actually exists? It tells you they must really believe that he is a difference maker, and they want him here for the obvious reason in that he's a very good player, potentially an explosive player. We know it's hard to find that kind of speed, Aslan. So clearly they thought something about this kid was different than they have other recruits in most situations in the past. So
what kind of playing shape is Destyn Hill in as he gets ready to join the Florida State roster?
Yeah, well, graduating Edna Carr, he was 6'1", 200 pounds, and as of December, he was working out, he was training. No one has really been able to see him in person. They've kept him out of the public eye for obvious reasons. Talking to people close to him, he's in good shape. He's running around, he's running routes. People said he looks like he did coming out of high school. You have to take people for what their words are, but you have to remember this was an elite athlete coming out of high school. We're talking 11 seconds in the 100 meter. He clocked a sub 4.440 going into his senior year at Edna Carr. Ran track, obviously extremely productive on the football field, 1,000 yards as a junior, 38 catches as a senior, 15 went for touchdowns. But he hasn't been playing football for almost 2 years, but he's still a young kid. He's still been working at it for at least about 4 or 5 months at this point, and he'll have at least 6 months of training going into Florida State, where I'm sure he'll get into even better shape.
This one is like Mount Rushmore, one of the top 4 most ridiculous recruitments of all time, but it looks like it's coming to an end with the kid on campus, because the aforementioned, we'll call him Destyn Payson because that's the name that's in the FSU student directory, is going to be a Nole? Manifest destiny, boys, because the dream is completed. The Noles have made it across, and it looks like it's going to be fulfilled.